welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to dive into my journey of getting my master's degree in IT management, and I'm just going to share some key lessons that I learned and just some courses that I took and how they impacted me. So buckle up. Let's talk about getting this master's degree in IT management. So number one, this program is very detailed. Some of the courses that I took was technical communications, information technology management, and IT sourcing and development in global economy. That class is vital for future videos because we're going to talk about that and how you can get it back. This program to me was worth every penny. And I'm going to go through this video and I'm going to tell you why for me it was worth every penny. Number one, my first lesson was leadership and technology. If you want to change courses in your career, the best way to do that is to go get the education to back it up. And training. Training is important when you want to be a leader because you want to be an effective leader and not just someone who's bossy. Because I'm sure everyone has had a manager that was a terrible leader, just extremely bossy. And that's awful. So the course that I took for leadership was called, I'm just going to make sure I have the title, was the Information Technology Management. And in that course itself, it discussed running a team properly, understanding people, because everyone is not the same. You do have to have a comprehension of how people are in order to actually be a good leader. To be a leader is not to be, aggressive, or not to be not understanding or compassionate. Great leaders are compassionate and they know how to get the job done. There's a balance, and I needed to know that. So that's why that course for sure is one of my favorite courses, because I love dealing with people. And as I said in my previous video, I love IT, but I love IT while it remains human. I want IT to always remain human. I'm a human, and I want to make sure that people always feel felt and listened to. That's another reason that I went towards this degree, whether I go into IT management or not. Another course that I took, or another lesson that I learned, is the importance of strategical planning. Take it like this: fail to plan, plan to fail. Strategical planning is so important in the IT field because you want to make sure that you have a plan A, B, C. Because if you work in the IT space, you know that sometimes things don't go as planned. So you want to make sure that you have what the issue is, how many people affect the issue, was there communication sent out to everyone knowing that how we're going to fix the issue, is there going to be any downtime, is it going to impact the company, have we tested it, did we test what we're about to launch out by people, did we test it? So, and then sometimes things fail. So when things fail, things can be ugly. So we want to make sure that we always have a plan to reverse things in case something does fail. So that is a part of strategical planning. You want to make sure that you cross every T, dot every I. And then you want to make sure that you stay organized. You can't be a good planner if you're not organized. You got to be organized and got to be able to track what's going on, not only in your department, but sometimes changes affect other departments. So you want to make sure you're in line with your team, because effectively you are all on the same team with the same goal, right? So you want to make sure that you guys have a plan, a rollback plan, a blackout plan, when are we going to launch this? Strategical planning. That's something that I loved. And I'm glad that that was something that I was able to learn because it helps me in the job that I work today. This is just lesson 3 for me, and I hope you take it and run with it. Continuous adaptation and technology trends. Say it with me: continuous adaptation and technology trends. Technology trends. in technology, things are always changing. There's always going to be a change in technology. It could be one way one day, and the next day a policy has changed. And now everything has to change. So when you work in IT, you have to stay up on trends, and you have to be ready for change. In most businesses, you have to be ready for change, because the truth is, change is the inevitable. Things don't stay the same forever. So be ready for things to change, especially in tech. And one of the ways that I stay up on trends, number one, I'm a tech girly. I'm a tech girl, and I'm for the girls. I'm a girl's girl. I make sure that I'm keeping up with tech news. If you want to know some places where you can keep up with tech news, let me know. Now I'm making an entire video dedicated to where you can find the latest on technology and trends and changes, not just TikTok, because I know everybody run to TikTok and they think that's where all changes are. Those changes can sometimes be really vague. But if you want real details on trends and technology and easiest way to adapt to those trends, let me know, and I'll make an entire separate video just dedicated to that, because I think it's important that, you know, we all stay up on trends. Number 5, I think that's number 5. Number 4, I missed the number. You have to have real-life application skills. You gotta know what you're doing, basically. You got to know what you're doing. Some of the applications that I am extremely skilled on would be Salesforce, the entire Microsoft suite, Cisco, SAS, I know Jira, I know a lot of the engineering stuff. So it just varies on what the actual task is. But if you don't know applications, you should probably go learn some so that you can do your job effectively depending on which field that you're in. So, and there are more applications coming out every day. One thing that, if you're a tech girly, I hope you're staying up on and you're keeping up on is AI, because that is a game changer in the industry, and it's fun. Have you played with it? If you haven't played with it, I can make another video on how you can play with it, and it's actually pretty cool. So that was my 4th lesson. Now we're going to talk about challenges for me and how I overcame those challenges. As I said in my previous video, I'm a mommy, right? Being a mom, a single mom, and going back to school is hard, especially for a master's degree. One way that I overcame that challenge of being easily distracted is if I kept a schedule. I kept a very detailed schedule of when things had to be done, when things had to be completed, my time with my family, and my time to actually dedicate to learning. And that time that I took to dedicate to learning helped me because I was able to stay on task. I know staying on task can be very, very hard sometimes. Especially if you're like a single parent household, working, kids got activities. It can be hard, but I promise you, if you make a schedule, stick to it, you can do it. And sending you good energy so that you can get it done and be the best version of yourself. If I had any advice for someone who is seeking a master's degree, my first advice to you would be, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself that you can actually get this done and that you deserve it. Because I think a lot of times people suffer from imposter syndrome and they get things and they don't feel like they deserve it. Number 2, make sure you do your research on the program that you're actually wanting to enter into. Is this something that you really want to do? Is it going to impact your life in the way you want it to impact your life? Number 3, time management is going to be your best friend. Keeping that schedule and being able to manage your time effectively and properly is what is going to save you and keep you going. It's hard some days. Some days it's hard to finish those tasks, especially if you have a lot going on in your life. But I promise you, if you focus on time management, you'll be able to get everything done in a timely manner. And last but not least, get out there. Put yourself out there. Go on LinkedIn, go on Facebook. Put yourself in some of these groups so that you can find internships and networking opportunities so that you can, really get into the field and see other people that have been doing it for years and take their advice and use it. Use it to your advantage. Remember, being a forever student is hard, but it's something that I absolutely love. Things are constantly changing. Always be ready to learn. Me getting my master's degree was some of the best thing that I ever done. It's the best thing I've ever done, really, for me. I know nobody ever else. I was nice to For me, it's the best thing that I've ever done, because not only was I able to accomplish something that was on my goal list, but I was able to show my family and my kids that, hey, we can do this. We got this. So, yeah, make sure that you are keeping a schedule. That's big in life, period. Make sure you are setting your goals, and make sure you set your boundaries with your family to let them know that you're doing this. But that road to master's degree and taking those classes was everything to me, because I got to learn so much. And I'm really grateful to WGU for giving me the opportunity to get a master's degree and actually learn and apply what I'm learning. And yep, just like that, this video's over. That's my journey through earning my master's degree at WGU. I hope you found it helpful. Please give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share if you feel the need to. I'd appreciate it. And if you have any questions, comment. I love questions, and I will gladly answer any questions that you have in tech field. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.